Hey guys, welcome back today. Today is a bake-off or a shootout or comparison, however you want to call it, of two budget Strat style guitars. The first one on the picture is the Monoprice Indio Cali Classic Strat style guitar, and then immediately here to the right, you can see it clear, is the, how's that? Is the Leo Jaymz HSS Strat style guitar. So both of these guitars are Strat style guitars. However, one has 3 singles and the other has an HSS, a humbucker in the bridge and 2 single coils. But they're comparably, they're in the same bracket, put it this way, as entry-level budget Strat style guitars. And we'll go over both guitars today, and I'll let you know, in my opinion, which one has the edge over the other, okay? So I'm going to put this camera back. Hopefully you could see, and we can get started here. Okay, all sorts of noises. So, both of these guitars, again, are comparable. Okay, they are both Strat style guitars. They and I'll go over the details on both. So let's start off with the with this first, which is the Indio. Okay, which you've seen. I've done reviews on this. This is the Indio Cali Classic. Okay, and it's got the beak of a headstock, I guess. It has a maple fretboard. It has a single ply white pickguard. It has 3 single coil ceramic pickups. It has the inexpensive budget tremolo bridge on the guitar. The tremolo arm is not currently on it. It has, the typical input jack here on the front of the Strat. And again, a volume to 2 tone knobs, 22 frets. And there you can see at the base of the headstock is where you adjust the truss rod. It has a plastic nut, which you can see here. It has 20... what was I going to say? No. Yeah, I already mentioned the fact that it has 22 frets. And what else? It's roughly about, I would say, a little over 8 pounds in terms of weight. This is a basswood body. The neck on the guitar, the back of the neck is a matte finish. Has a little, I would say, ever so slightly maybe finish to it, gloss to it, but it's really just matte in terms of the finish on it. It has sealed tuners. No serial number. There's your 4-screw neck plate. And here's where the springs are on the back of the guitar. Basic Strat style guitar. And again, this is the Indio Cali Classic from Monoprice. And we also have here another inexpensive Strat style guitar. This is from Leo Jaymz. The previous guitar I purchased direct from Monoprice. This guitar I purchased off of Amazon. It could be bought off of Amazon or Leo Jaymz's website. This is a basswood body as well, but the front, as you can see, has some, what I think is a decal. Decal print on it to look like a wood top. The reason I say that is I had another one of these with the identical markings on it. So it doesn't appear to be a natural wood or a veneer top. It looks just like a print or a decal that's put underneath a varnish. I'm not sure what this wood is. It's probably all basswood. That would be my guess. The pickguard is attractive. It's a pearlized white pickguard, 3-ply. It does have a rosewood fretboard on it. Back of the neck is also a matte finish. I think this is even more of a matte finish than the Monoprice. This thing is almost unfinished. The back of the neck also has sealed tuners on the back, and the headstock just says Leo Jaymz, and it's very eerily, boy, that's easy for me to say, right? Eerily similar to the Monoprice headstock. A little bit less severe of a point on the beak, but it just the same has one. And then you can see where the truss rod adjustment is. Nut on this is also plastic. This also has medium jumbo frets. I would say more on the smaller end of the spectrum, less medium. It also has, let's see, looks like it has 24 frets on it, as opposed to 22 frets on the Monoprice, which is interesting on a Strat style guitar. Back of the guitar is just this almost like solid blue finish, although it does have wood, grain through it, if you can see, ever so slight. But the front of the guitar is pretty, with this green, blue, going into this brownish design. They call it Dreamland. That's the color. On this, it has HSS configuration. So you've got a humbucker in the bridge and 2 single coils. These are also ceramic pickups. What else do we have to talk about? Again, here's your input on the front of the guitar. So again, this is a typical Strat style guitar, similar to the Monoprice. So, let's talk about both guitars, just for a second. I'll put this down. Okay, so, the Cali Classic, the Monoprice guitar, comes with a gig bag, okay? This is the gig bag that the Indio comes with. Nice raised stitching on the gig bag, and it has some decent padding inside. So this is not a throwaway. It's a decent gig bag. You can use it to transport the guitar. Very nice to be thrown in with the guitar. It's a nice gig bag. Leo Jaymz, not so nice. It comes with this gig bag. Has a lot less padding than the Monoprice. Basically no padding. But it is material that it looks like that the bag is made of, so it's not vinyl, and it's a little bit better than a dust cover, but not much. So that's what the Leo Jaymz comes with, and you can see it has Leo Jaymz printed, not in stitching, on the front of the gig bag. So this is nowhere near as nice as the Monoprice gig bag that ships with the guitar, for whatever that is worth. Again, Monoprice, 22 frets on the Strat style guitar, 24 frets on the Leo Jaymz. Both have ceramic, inexpensive pickups. I wouldn't be surprised if the pickups are from the same factory. I'll play them. I'll connect the guitars later, and you can hear what both sound like. But for a budget guitar, I'm sure they're pretty comparable low-end ceramic pickups. The nut on both guitars is a plastic nut. Both guitars. They are both cut fairly well, so I have no issues with the quality of the nut or the way it was cut. The neck on the backwood of the neck on both guitars are maple. On the Monoprice, the model that I have with the all-white guitar, it has a maple fretboard, and it's 2-piece on top of the maple neck. And on the Leo Jaymz, as you could see before, it has a rosewood fretboard with a maple neck on the back. Both bodies are made of basswood, so both guitars, I would say, are comparable in weight. They both weigh in the neighborhood of 8 pounds. The neck on the Monoprice, I think, it feels to me like it's got a little bit more girth. It's a little rounder. I would say that neck is, and they claim, at least on their webpage, that it's a 9.5-inch radius, and it feels a little bit thicker than the Leo Jaymz. The Leo Jaymz feels not as wide and definitely doesn't have the depth, the girth that the Monoprice has. I would venture to say that the Leo Jaymz neck is either a 12 or a 14-inch radius. So if you're a shredder or have shredding aspirations, which I certainly will never have because of my competency level, I think you're better off with the Leo Jaymz from a thinner neck standpoint. But other than that, I personally like the feel of the Monoprice neck. I think it's a comfortable neck. It's very smooth, and both necks are fine as far as I'm concerned. So that's basically the overview of both guitars. Very comparable. The Monoprice is $99.99. That's the normal price on their website. You can get them on sale very frequently. They come down to $79.99. When they're at that price, it's hard to beat. For $79.99 with that kind of a gig bag, that's a deal that's very, very hard to beat in my opinion. Leo Jaymz, on the other hand, slightly more. You're going to pay about, it's $130 when it's in stock on Amazon. It's $145 or $155 on the Leo Jaymz website. I think it's about $145. When it's on sale on Amazon, which again their prices are all over the place, I've seen it as low as $119.99. I think that's where I bought it at. So the guitar is about $20 more than the Monoprice, $20 to $30 more. But again, you're getting a humbucker in the bridge, so it's an HSS versus a 3 single coil guitar. If that's what you're looking for from a versatility standpoint, maybe you play more metal, the Leo Jaymz might be what the guitar of choice. So I'm going to be, well, actually I won't be right back. I'll plug it in right now. So bear with me. We're going to take the Monoprice first. I'm going to turn on my small little NuX amp. That's what this is plugged into, an 8-watt NuX amp. And you can hear what the Monoprice sounds like clean. Okay? So we'll start out just, with the neck pickup clean. The neck and the middle position. Just the middle pickup. And now the middle and the bridge. And now finally just the bridge position. And now I'll put on some distortion. Now that was the neck. We'll put on the neck in the middle. Out of tune a little bit, and now just the middle position. And now the middle and the bridge. And then finally just the bridge. Okay, so that was the Monoprice. Monoprice back. And here's the Leo Jaymz, and we're going to do a similar run through. So we'll have the neck position clean. And now just the neck and the middle position. And now just the middle pickup. And now the middle and the bridge. And now finally just the bridge. So the bridge, because it's a humbucker, has a significantly more volume than the single coil in the Monoprice in the bridge, because it's a humbucker. So it's a louder pickup. Let's put on some distortion so you can hear what the guitar sounds like with distortion on. That's just the neck position, neck and middle. And now just the middle. Middle and bridge. And now the humbucker, just the humbucker in the bridge. So that was a quick run through of the sounds. Again, guys, both of these guitars are budget guitars. They're very, very comparable. If you're looking for a little bit thicker sound and the versatility of having an HSS guitar, then I would say the way to go is the Leo Jaymz. Also, if you want a neck that's a little bit thinner and you don't want the fullness of the neck on the Monoprice, you're probably better off with the Leo Jaymz. It does have a thinner neck. But other than that, both guitars are very similar. Again, if neither of those matter to you and you're just looking for a good budget guitar to spend the least amount of money, I would say go with the Monoprice. You really can't beat that guitar at when it's on sale at $79.99 with the gig bag that it ships with. It's a deal that's hard to beat. You have a limited amount of colors. Again, you're going to probably the choice given will be white, black, or probably that blue color they have, with the blue and the white. They call it Blue Burst. The Leo Jaymz, you have that nice, interesting Dreamland color with the natural wood, decal or print or whatever it is on it. But it does look very nice in person. It's hard to tell that it's not real, to be honest. So it's I think a little bit more attractive in terms of the look of the guitar. But other than that, they're very comparable. So that was my shootout. That was my comparison, guys. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you thought it was a good use of your time. And again, if you have any questions, just fire them below. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. If you like these comparison videos, want to see more, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. And as always, until the next time, guys, everybody be well and stay safe. Take care.